So let's focus on the top of the head with Om. Keep the thumbs up mudra. Release the fingers and continue. Now let's bring our awareness to the middle of the head, and with thumbs up mudra, we do Chum in the middle of the head. So take a deep breath in. Chum. 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 Release the mudra and continue. Chum. Last time. Chum. Let's bring the awareness to the throat, and here we do the sound hum, and again thumbs up mudra. Hum. 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 Release the fingers and continue. Bring the awareness in between the breasts in the middle of the body, and here we do the sound yum. We press the index finger with the thumb. Take a deep breath in. Yum. 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 Release the fingers and continue. Yum. Now bring the awareness behind the navel, and as you draw in at the navel, we do the mantra Ram. And here we press the middle finger against the thumb. Take a deep breath in. Ram. 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 Release the fingers and continue. Ram. Last time. Ram. Now bring the awareness behind where we urinate, and in that Swadhisthana chakra, as we compress from front to back, we do the mantra Vam and press the ring finger against the thumb. Take a deep breath in. Vam. 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 Yes, when we do this, you need to say it audibly. If you have better focus and if the sound is a little louder, it may have a bigger effect, but not always. So use the sound level that is appropriate for you. So let's continue. Vam. Vam. Release the finger and continue. Vam. 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 Last time. Vam. Now bring the awareness to the perineum, and as we squeeze there, we do the mantra Lam. Bring the little finger, press against the thumb. Take a deep breath in. Lam. 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 Lum. Lum. Release the finger and continue. Lum. 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 Last time. Lum. Now we go on to our happy face breathing, our Ujjayi Pranayama. So here, close your eyes and watch your throat. As you observe the throat, make a big smile and see the change in the throat. You feel like a slight stretch in the throat. And focusing on the stretch as you inhale and exhale slowly, feel like the air as it is passing is rubbing through the stretch. So close your eyes and continue. Okay. Now let's go on to the respiratory mantra. Bring your awareness right in the middle of the body behind the sternum. And from there, visualize a line going right through the top of the head and mentally vibrate along that line 3 syllables, Haim Im and feel the vibration go outside the head, beyond the top of the body. So Haim Im Haim Im Haim Im Continue. There is no correlation with the breath. The mantra can go as fast as you like. The breath is unconscious. Now we will go on to our spinal alignment exercise. I had a suggestion from Mr. Hira Suri, and that was when we turn the head and make the motions. After the initial instruction, we leave it to each person to do their own watching of their breath instead of me counting in between. And so I had a suggestion from him, counting is disturbing. Whereas on the other hand, if you just watch your breath, you can have a meditative feeling with that. Okay. So we will try that approach today. Bal Mukund, if it's possible, you can keep a poll over there for people to tell us whether they like it without the counting or with the counting. Okay. So take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, bring one ear towards the one shoulder. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, tilt the other way, and continue. Inhale up, and continue. Exhale. Keep your eyes closed. Now, as you inhale, come back. Now, as we exhale, rotate the head, turn over one shoulder, and inhale, come back. Exhale, look over the other shoulder, and inhale, come back, and continue. Now, as you inhale, take the head back. And as you exhale, bring the chin towards the chest and continue. Now, as you exhale and bring the chin towards the chest, begin 360-degree rotation. Inhale, half a circle, and exhale, complete the circle, and continue in the same direction. Once you complete the next circle, go in the reverse direction. Now let's go on to the next exercise. Let's do both the shoulders. No, shoulder exercise, alternate shoulders. Inhale, lift up one shoulder. Exhale, rotate it back and bring it down. Inhale, lift up the other shoulder. Exhale, rotate it back and bring it down. Continue. Excellent. Now, let's go on to the hand exercises. Raise the hands up and inhale, raise the palms, making it perpendicular to the forearm and stretch out the fingers. Exhale, thumbs in and make a downward facing fist. So let's go. 1, exhale. Continue, I won't count. Now let's rotate around the fist. Let's go reverse. Okay, now bring the palms together. And as you exhale, twist it as much as you can this way and then inhale and exhale the other way. Inhale, exhale, and inhale, exhale. Okay, that's good. Now, elbows in line with the shoulders. We move around all parts of the hand. Inhale and exhale. Continue. Let's go reverse. Okay. Now interlock the hands and bring it behind the head. As you exhale, turn to one side. Inhale, come back. Exhale, turn to the other side and keep going. Okay, come back. Now, let's bring our hands behind the head on the top. And as you exhale, pull on one elbow and go on to one side. Inhale, come back. Exhale, pull on the other elbow. Inhale, come back, and continue. Okay, that is good. Now, elbows behind get hold of the elbows behind the back. And as you exhale, turn to one side. Inhale, come back. Exhale, the other side, and keep going. Okay. Now get hold of your hips behind the back. And as we inhale, we will tilt backward, that is, make a backward arch. With one hand, push and go backward arch, and exhale, come forward. Now push with the other hand and make the backward arch and come forward as you exhale. Continue. Okay. Now we cross one leg over the other. And as you exhale, pull up and cross over the knee and turn the head to the same side as the knee you're holding. Inhale, release, and exhale, pull and continue. Now, let's cross over the other leg. Okay. Now we do both our shoulders together. Inhale, lift up both the shoulders, lift up right from the hip, and exhale, rotate it back and bring it down, and continue. Now we do alternate nostril breathing, and to make it easy, close one nostril and begin with exhalation from the other nostril. Inhale from that nostril, close that, exhale, and inhale and continue. Those who are familiar with the visualization, please do it. Now we can go on to Bhastrika Pranayam. So this is, I don't know whether there are any new people, but I will explain briefly. Bhastrika Pranayam is full deep breathing, inhale and exhale. So when you full deep breathe in, the abdominal area comes out as the lower lung breathes, chest expands and shoulder pulls back as the middle and upper lung breathe, and exhale, everything contracts. So let's begin now. You can do it in one of two ways. You can keep your hands on your belly, or you can keep it by the side of your shoulders with the hands in a loose fist and elbows by the side of the chest. Let's go. One. Exhale. Two. Exhale. As you inhale, visualize it going to the brain. Three. Exhale, release from the brain. Continue. Four. Five. Six. Seven. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. And 20. Bring down the hands and just observe the sensations in your head. Now let's go on to the next second round. Loose fist. Let's go. 1. Exhale. 2. Continue in your own speed. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. And 20. Keep your eyes closed and continue to observe. Now mentally tell yourself, I give up all ideas and concepts and I care about nothing. And if you have a personal mantra, do it. Otherwise, just be an observer. Mentally affirm to yourself, may I be guided to fulfill the purpose for which I am born. And with that as the thought, raise your hands up and bring it 6 inches in front of your face and look straight into the palm of your hands when you open your eyes. So with that, we end this. And now there is a poll for you to take an answer over here, whether you feel better without the counts or you feel with the counts or without the counts. So yes means with the counts and
Okay.
no means without the counts.
It doesn't allow you to mark it.
It should be up there. Oh, it didn't allow
I
you.
marked it. I marked it. It came work for me.
It did not work for me.
It didn't work for me.
Host and panelists cannot vote. That's what it says.
So we are all panelists, I think that's.
Yeah, that's what it says on mine.
Yes.
Yeah, I cannot mark it. I cannot mark it.
I cannot mark it either.
Hang on, let me check.
One second. Now everybody can vote.
Submit the button.
Yes.
Legacy host and panelist cannot.
Yes, yeah, it can.
Can we have the third window, no preference?
Yeah, that is where should have been one of no preference too. That was not there.
Don't vote. Sir.
Oh, no, silent.
We don't have any preference. We don't have any preference.
If you don't have any preference, don't vote.
Vote.
Oh,
Dr. Rajan, may I ask a question, please?
Go ahead.
Sir, when you have time, I would like to know the difference between yoga nidra and meditation, whenever it is possible, please.
I think everybody has finished voting.
yes.
राजन जी नमस्कार.
Namaskar.
आज जितना मजा आया उतना कभी नहीं आता.
She does not like when you do that.
50-50.
Hi.
50-50 hai bada.
Okay.
This is a dilemma.
50-50.
See, what happens is, actually, I will tell you something.
It's
You see,
actually
the key
33,
difference
33,
over
33.
here is there are two groups of
राजन जी
personalities.
आपकी आवाज ही इतनी meditative है कि it doesn't make any difference. So we like it, your voice.
Okay. The thing is, you see,
anything.
Dr. Rajan, it
what
is
happens-
live. It is live. It is not sleepy session. It's supposed to be live session. So if you
yeah, let me finish the thought here. The thing is, you see, there are two groups of people over here. One group of people who like the meditative feel, getting absorbed, and the other group of people who like to be more actively focused as opposed to inwardly focused. Okay, so that is the preference that came out over here. And actually, very interestingly, this was the same effect we had in the other group yesterday. Okay, so I am in a complete dilemma because what happens is there are some set of people who like it and the others it's not as much. So we'll figure out what to do. Maybe there is a way in which you can mute yourself out or put down your this thing. Go ahead.
50 people can go there, 50 people can come.
Counts that you want to do with each, because that seems to be, I mean, you may be adjusting as per the time when you are.
No. Actually, what happens is when people close their eyes and they are just focused on the breath and do it, it generally becomes a little slower and more deeper because they are aware of their inside. They are not aware outside. Okay.
Right.
And now, is that Mr. Rangaswamy who has the hand up?
This is Narendra Mahajan.
Oh, Narendra Mahajan. Yes, go ahead.
I got question. I enjoyed the best ever since 4 or 5 months since you started.
Okay.
Second thing is counting is somebody is slow, somebody is fast. he has to try to manage the way you are talking. This way, he can go on his pace and he won't get disturbed. That's another thing. Won't have to go faster because, and second thing is your mind is fresh. You can watch what they are doing. Your other people, you can watch better whether they are doing right things or wrong things. If somebody got a question, you can see whether somebody is doing right way or wrong way. So you got more time. If you are concentrating on numbers like this, you may not enough time to see what they are doing. They are doing the right way or not. That's my.
Okay.
Even
I think what
counting.
Yeah, go ahead.
Even counting this basika, whenever according to you 20 is over, if somebody has done 21 counts or 19, doesn't make difference. It is that it's enough, roughly. Somebody done 21 times, somebody done 19 times. That's good enough. That's my percent. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Ji.
Yeah, Rajanji,
Yes.
I also like it silent. But one thing is there that, you know, for new people who are joining sometime, for them, the silent, they may be a little more confused that what
I
time
agree
to
with you.
keep and all that.
Yes.
But so, you know, it is probably, well, if everybody likes it that way, but, you know, to have sometimes at least the count so the newcomers know about it, you know, like every 2-3 days, if we have the count or one way or the other, something that in between, you know, either count or without count.
I
Yep.
think what we will do is, from what we have seen is, Monday seems to be the day when we have the most number of new people come in. Is that a pattern, Balmukund?
Yes, that's correct.
And so on Mondays, we will do the count. And on other days, we can also do like that on another day in the week, like maybe Thursday or something like that. And then on other days, we can do it silent. My feeling is also what happens is when we introduce something new and when some people already like something that is going, the bias is towards what is already being done. And so what we can do is we can take a poll like this after about 10 days again. And my gut hunch is going to be that more people will like it silently. So we'll just, wait. And so this way we'll give it an opportunity and we'll go in a democratic process.
So, okay.
Somebody wants to, yes.
Yeah. So,
Himanshu, yes.
yeah. So we have only chance to vote once, but we have 2 votes. I go for silence. So it makes 51%.
So
Whatever
Megha,
you-
I am surprised.
Well, but we both vote for counting, so it makes again 51%. 50-50.
So whatever is best for you, you
Dr.
choose it.
Rajan,
Dr.
we like
Rajan, you
counting.
choose whatever is good for us.
No, but I think you should keep the format you have generated for a long time, you know, and very interactive format. It helps everyone. So some people like to silent, they can tune in, they can do it themselves.
No. Actually, you see what it is, we have a different philosophy of how we approach yoga. You see, in many places, the Guruji says, do this, and everybody follows, nobody asks questions. In our situation, there are no Gurujis. We are all here as instruments of the divine flow. And all we do is, we have, okay. One second. So all we do is here, we in an interactive process, we evolve whatever is scientifically right for everyone and has the best impact, okay? And so the thing is, you see, I'll tell you something. as we have gone on through this process, simply based on feedback, over the last 4 months, we have made changes that have made qualitative difference for a lot of people. Okay? Like, for example, we were doing the chakra from bottom up. Now we are trying from top bottom. Okay? And that is because of suggestion that came from here. And there is good spiritual logic why that should be done too. Now, similarly, what has happened is the silent thing has been brought in, and it's a very interesting idea. And I think it actually takes you into the higher elements of yoga as you're able to experience it. However, it is true that for people who are new and for people who like deeper instruction, where the mind wanders when there is silence, for them, they may actually like the counting. Okay? So we will figure out how it goes. And as we go along, things will work out. So, but the key part is, I'm not the one who is going to force anything on anyone. We will all work on it and take this cooperatively forward. Okay? So we'll figure out how it goes. So any other questions, thoughts? Anyone?
No,
Yeah,
my experience, in the beginning, counting helped. But after 2 months, I did on my own because I ignored your counting, to be frank with you. And it helped a lot because you become mature in the process itself. So you ignore the counting. That's what I did, my experience.
Dr. Rajan,
Yes, go ahead.
I think the Bhastika is counting is perfectly all right.
Yes.
But the other, say, spine alignment, it is, if you say that count 10 or 20, then it will be, I think that would be the perfect.
Yeah, actually, I don't want people to count, because what happens is each person should do it on their own breath and focus capacity and whatever speed they do. So one person may do 18, another person may do 22, and maybe I'm counting mentally up to 20, right? So that is perfectly okay.
Dr.
I
Rajan.
agree with you. I
Thank
also
you.
got the same feedback that for Bhastrika, counting is helpful. Yes, Suresh Purohit, go ahead.
Yeah, Dr. Rajan, my suggestion is that the counting is okay, but because for people who's working for a long time, but many times people come new. Today one lady says she's new. I mean, so counting is just people counting who doesn't want to follow counting, they can do their own thing. There we can do our own counting own. But for people who are new, counting is more helpful with them.
Like for how many minutes,
And-
how many seconds the break need to be over.
And also give some guideline to the people for each exercise, how many times they have to do, because you're doing nobody counting 10 or 12 or 13. You just give the guideline that, okay, for this exercise, you count this number.
I
So
think I
people-
have the answer. Thank you, Sureshji. And the answer is, if all that people need to find is right in their computer, there is something called, you can hit the button and there is no sound coming, right? And so what we will do is we'll create something visual over there where we'll create some visual of some kind whereby we can have a clock or something ticking. And we'll make everything for so many minutes. So if we make it as so many minutes, then maybe, but we'll figure out. But I do like the idea that some days we should do without the counting, and other days we will do with the counting.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Rajanji, I have other question off the track. Okay. The Nadi machines you are doing, how many Nadi machines are there? And those people only, you are the one who is a diagnosing, like X-ray machine, radiologist diagnose, like you are only the person who make analysis and diagnose what is the problem, what
No,
it is.
no. We have a total of 18 people who use it. Okay. And among the 18 people who are users, there are about 4 or 5 of them are trained enough where they know how to do the analysis and things. And the remaining, 13 or 14 of them are just beginning and learning. But then what happens is we are now in 12 cities, so across the country. And so the thing is, if people want a reading and for therapy and all of this, for people who are new, I'm remotely available in the sense the reading is taken locally, but I connect by Zoom and we look through and work through. So that's what is happening.
Okay, that's good. Other question I have, I'm not regarding this. Like many people Siddha Purus, they say they go to Himalayan, do penance and top, and they get Siddhi. Why do people go to Himalayan? Is there any I mean any significance or anything over there? We go to Himalayan mountain to get all the Siddhis.
Yes, there is. You see, what happens is every place builds its own vibrations. Okay. So what happens is any place where there is more people who do meditation for a long time and there is less other kinds of activity, the connectivity builds in that spot. That is why, you know, a puja room is very special. That is why a temple is very special, right? And so that is not a place where you do other activities. So when in the Himalayas, people have been doing, you know, meditation for so many years. I'm sure there are places over there where the vibration is much better than other places.
Yes, most of people get Siddhis from there. Though I went to Himalaya and do penance and I Siddhi.
See, the thing is, you see, Siddhi literally means accomplishment. But the thing is basically from the yoga perspective, there are different kinds that come. So, but this is a different conversation. It is all very personal to each person, whatever siddhis they have and what they get, right? So that's what. So any other questions?
Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
Sundaraji, you unmuted yourself. I don't hear you. Sundaraji.
We were doing it so much with our eyes closed. Our iPad got disconnected. We were not even aware. We were so lost in it. So then suddenly we opened our eyes and it was blank. So I think you do get in the meditative mood and you do your own, you forget it. So we have to thank you for that concentration you're giving us.
Well, this is wonderful. So I think there is great merit to it. Nanda, go ahead.
Yeah, I would, if you can introduce something to help with sleep apnea.
Oh, you have probably, how long have you been with us now?
About 10 days to 2 weeks, maybe.
Yeah, that's right. You see, we have had a lot of discussion on sleep apnea.
Okay.
In this thing, but we have been around for 4 or 5 months, 4 months, right? Yeah, 4.5 months. So the sleep apnea is not such a difficult thing to deal with. Where are you located?
Connecticut, Danbury, Connecticut.
Okay. So for you, West Point, New York is not too far, right?
Yeah, it's drivable. I can.
Yeah. So in West Point, New York, Dr. Kulbhushan Gulati is over there. Okay. So we can work through and we can test what works for you. Okay. And it is, so we can take care of it. If you can just send an email of an inquiry to Balmukund or to me,
okay,
then you get the regular email, right? So reply back to that same email address that you would like therapy consulting for sleep apnea. Then we'll send you some forms to fill in, and then after that we can schedule the appointment. Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, Dr. Rajan.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for sending the spinal mantra. And I did it this morning and I saw the recording was for like 12 minutes. Is there a number of times we have to do or any count?
No, the 12 minutes is programmed whereby you can do for that whole time as a full exercise for yourself.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Dr. Rajan,
yes.
I am Homai Kupala. I wanted to ask you, I'm a short person, so my feet doesn't reach the floor, it is necessary that it reaches the floor?
No, it is not necessary. For people who are, seated like me, when I'm sitting on the chair, I'm sitting cross-legged. My feet don't touch the floor either.
Oh, okay. And when you say that focus, what do we focus on?
When I say focus, where?
Well, after closing the eyes and all that.
Doing meditation in the end?
Yeah.
Oh, you can focus on the breath that is just going in and out through your nostril. Just focus over there, just below your nose, and feel the air over there.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
So, by the way, that is called Anapana meditation in the Vipassana tradition. Okay. Yes, Muktaji, go ahead.
My pain in the neck has come
Yes.
back very severe, just like it was before I started this yoga session.
Okay. Now, tell me a little bit about the history of the pain.
Pain in the neck and below the ears.
It's on the left side only?
Yeah, and also it shoots down the shoulder.
Now,
3 days.
now you had it before you started yoga, means 4 months back?
Yes.
For how many years?
It's been for 3 years, but it was getting a lot better, and I was so happy it will be gone by the time I give you the review back. But for last 3 days, it has started back.
When did it go for you completely?
It didn't go completely 100%, but it was a lot better. Like if you say on the scale of 10, like before 3 days, it would be 3 or 4.
Okay. When did you start feeling the improvement? Like when did you start our yoga? 4 months back?
Yes.
Okay. So did you start feeling very good after 1 month, or like after 2 days?
I started feeling better after 1 month. Yes.
Yes, actually the reversal of the chakra vibration has done it for you. Okay. So what happens, I'm going to suggest for you is the following. On your own, do the chakra vibration from below to up. So I have one question for you. The question is, are you usually around immediately at the time of starting, or do you join after a minute later?
No, 99% of the time I'm there at the beginning.
And how about today?
Today, I started after the Om. I started for the chakras.
After the initial 3 ohms, or the Om on the stop when we started?
Initial Ohms.
Oh, after that, when we were doing here, you were there, right?
Yes.
Okay. So it is related to the chakra vibration. So what I'm going to suggest for you is, you please do the chakra vibration yourself now. And after 10 minutes, see how you feel, and you will answer the question for yourself.
Okay.
I will suggest what you should do is, okay, I will suggest every chakra do 5 times, but in the throat, do 10 times. And actually do, on your own, just in the throat, do 10 times right now. We'll put you on mute, you do it, and then before we finish, if you have, you can tell us how you feel. Any other questions or thoughts from anyone?
Dr. Rajan, this is Anu.
Yes.
So I was wondering, can we add a few face yoga poses to our practice? Maybe 2 or 3 or 4. I mean, it helps with the jawline and everything, If the time is there, only then.
Yeah. The thing is, you see, all of these we can keep as suggestions for weekends. Okay.
Sure.
But on weekdays, we don't have the time. And the approach we have taken is, what is it that is going to be to balance the energy flow with respect to vitality in the body? You see, there are two sides to how we work with the yoga practices. In the therapeutic mode, we are targeting not only general vitality, we are targeting the program that is working in whichever part of the body that has gone wrong. Whereas when we are working with the normal palliative protocol, all we are looking to do is to make sure there is enough energy going to every part of the body. And then what happens is that fixes whatever may be deficient anywhere. So so for regular practice here, we are doing the palliative style, but to do something that would be specific towards targeting something, we can do to some degree. Like on weekends, we do the ones related to the GI system and, more focused on the spinal, with the spinal mantra, right? So, so we will see. So tell me, you would like specifically face related what? Tell me.
Like the jawline and the cheeks and eyes, because we have so many muscles in the face which we barely exercise.
Yes.
So I think even if you do it once or twice with us over the weekends, then I can go back to that recording. I'll actually learn the right way to do it.
Okay.
So that's the thought here.
There is actually a deep relaxation technique where part by part, when you relax, you tighten and release every muscle, you do that for the face as well. Okay. So maybe, and that is very similar to the Yoga Nidra approach. What is her name?
Radha had a question. What's the difference between Yoga Nidra and meditation?
Yes. Is Radha still here?
I can communicate the answer to her. She's a good friend of mine. She added me to this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Radha has gone, but I will prefer to answer that question. I'll give you an inkling of it right now. What happens is, in meditation is something that happens. So when you do the Bhastrika Pranayam, and at the end of the Bhastrika Pranayam, you simply are observing, because the energy is settling within, your mind clears up, right?
Yes.
So when your mind clears up and you're being in that pure observer state, you've gone into that state directly without having to focus on any part of the body. Now, by the same token, what happens is, in Yoga Nidra, you start by focusing each part of the body and then releasing it. And so that way you end up, relaxing the whole body, and then you're being a pure observer of yourself. So I'm kind of said it in short. There are some minor other differences, but the key element with Yoga Nidra, which is an advantage, is for people for whom there are imbalances in the body. You see, today, remember, we did the Anulom Vilom Pranayam before we did the Bhastrika, even though we were short on time. And why did I do it? Because I sensed there was an imbalance in the brain. Anytime there is imbalance, and if you do Bhastrika, it'll exacerbate the imbalance. Now, what happens is, for people who have PTSD, the mental disorder, for those people, if you do Bhastrika Pranayam, it'll make them more wild. And the thing is, you see, but on the other hand, when they are able to balance themselves better with the Yoga Nidra, then in which case it calms them down. But on the other hand, for the same people with PTSD, if you go through the process of the spinal alignment and Anulom Vilom Pranayam, and then you do the Bhastrika, it'll have the same kind of effect.
So is it same for people with ADD also?
No. ADD is different matter.
Yes, it is different, yeah. But like if they go straight to Bhastrika, could it impact them adversely? If there's an imbalance?
Yes, it will. But the thing is, basically, for them, this kind of corrective process will not be helpful.
Okay.
They need a mantra-based approach to correct, because there is a fundamental mistake somewhere that is happening. Okay. So with that, we will continue the discussion when Radha is around. Mukta Hendi, can you tell me whether you found a difference?
On the phone, yeah. You need to unmute.
Yes, it went down considerably.
Very good. So that was the reason for that. So excellent. And so you know how to correct yourself now.
Yes, thank you.
Namaste all. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rajan.
Thank you, Dr. Rajan.
Dr. Rajan, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rajan. This is Suresh Shah.
Thank you, Rajan. Namaste.
Thank you, Dr. Rajan.
Well done.
Thank you, Dr. Rajan.
Thank you, Dr. Rajan. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Thank you very much. Hari Om.
Hari Om, Hari Om.
Hari Om, Hari Om. Very good question.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll go Himalayas.
Yeah, we go to we will.
One day.
Right, one day.
Yeah.
We went to that cave. Right? We
Yeah.
had a time.
This way.
Okay, darling.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Thank you.